my skincare routine. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the products that I have been using in the past year or so. I don't know if you guys remember, but a little bit over a year, the very first video that I recorded actually speaking to the camera was my skincare routine, and I will straight off the bat tell you that not a lot of things have actually changed since then, but I have tried some new things that I will also be speaking about today. So one of the first things that I do on a daily basis is, of course, remove my makeup in the evenings with this cleanser from Todd, and it's the Skin Defender Creme facial cleanser, and it's definitely something that doesn't foam up. It just takes off your makeup. It's kind of the consistency of a lotion, which is kind of weird at the beginning because you kind of feel like, well, this isn't really getting all soapy and with the little bubbles, so you don't really feel like it's cleaning. But when you look at yourself in the mirror after you apply it all over your skin and you rinse it off, you realize your skin is definitely really cleansed with it, so you don't really need all the extra bubbles and soap suds and all that stuff. So that's been working out really well for me. My skin, I'll tell you guys, is really dry, and I have pretty sensitive skin, so I try to basically be very minimal with what I use, and what I use I like it to be very just mild and not super strong. So I feel like these products are definitely good for me because of that, because they're not like super intense and just rip everything out of your face type of cleaning methods. So that's worked well for me. I use that in the evenings, and right after that, in the evenings, I put on my Damascus Rose Enriched Anti-Wrinkle Cream. It definitely keeps my face nice and moisturized while I sleep, and I get up in the morning and my face is still very kind of, I don't know how to say it or kind of how to even describe it, but it's definitely not greasy or like super, you know, oily, but it's still very moisturized, which is great. So that actual enriched lotion, I would say, is more of like a thick paste consistency compared to the lotion that I put on in the morning. Fast forward the 8 hours of sleep that you would really need in order to get some really great radiant looking skin. I try to usually get that amount of sleep. Sometimes I do, sometimes I do not, but I try to stick to it. But in the morning when I get up, I recently found out that you're not really supposed to use some really harsh cleanser in the morning, especially because you've washed your face in the evening. That's definitely very important. But since you've washed your face in the evening and you put on your moisturizer, and your skin kind of does this thing at night where it kind of just, you know, gathers everything up and renews everything, and it's just working really hard to get everything back to normal. And so you get up in the morning and you use all your cleansers all over again, and you're kind of like taking back all that work that your skin has done throughout the nighttime. I didn't believe that this was the case until my husband actually said to me that this was what he did, and I was like, what do you mean you don't wash your face in the morning like full-blown hardcore with soap and everything? And I ended up Googling it and found out that yes, in fact, it's not really healthy for your skin to just strip it dry of all of, you know, the little natural oils that you have gotten overnight, especially since you're not exposed to the dirt, you're not exposed to the day-to-day grime. You've just been sleeping, so it's kind of just enough to, if anything, just rinse your face and go with it. Now, I'm not going to recommend this for everyone, and if you are suffering from like really bad acne or, you know, just any skin type of severity in any direction, you know, you do what works best for you. But for me personally, it's worked really well, that I just rinse my face in the morning when I get up. I literally just, you know, water. Just with water I rinse it off, and then on top of it I put on this moisturizer, which is the Lipsome antioxidant moisturizer, and it's lighter than the night cream, and it's just a little bit less intense. So it's definitely worked well for me during the months of summer. I'm going to probably be changing it up during the months of winter, because my skin is very dry, and in the winter it gets even worse, especially around my eye area. So I will probably be using just the cream all around, but for now, for the summer, this has worked perfectly. In the shower, I typically use, when I'm not using the other cleanser, to just take off all of my makeup, because like I said before, even though it's not like a rough and super intense cleanser, it really does remove all of my makeup, so I don't have to go in with any like towelettes to remove makeup or anything of that nature. When I'm in the shower though, and I have already used that other cleanser to remove all of my makeup, I do use this Jojoba charcoal facial scrub. And when I do this, it's typically when I get into the shower without any makeup, and I don't have to double cleanse my face. So if I'm using this, I'm not typically using this. But if I haven't had the need to use this to clean off all my makeup, I definitely go in with this charcoal facial scrub. And I have said it before to you guys, I'll say it again, I typically use this as a mask. So what I'll do is that I'll just, you know, put like a quarter size drop of it on my palm. I spread it all over my face evenly, and of course I massage it in. But then after I have it all on my face, I typically just go through the rest of my shower routine, and 10-15 minutes later, after I'm done and I'm rinsing all of my body, then I rinse my face, and my face is like super soft after all of that. So I've really loved that a lot. One of the new things that I have incorporated into that routine as well is my Clarisonic. If you guys saw my birthday haul last year, you would have noticed that my husband actually purchased this for me. This is the Mia 2, and I have loved it a lot. At the beginning, I was using it a lot more than I'm using it now. Now, I've typically been using it sporadically, and it's not because I've had any issues with it or anything like that. It's mainly because this doesn't actually go very well with this, and I ran out of the cleanser that I could use this with. I've noticed that if I put a cleanser that sort of soaps up and it has like the little suds, it's a lot easier and a lot less harsh on my skin. But since now I ran out of, you know, the other one, and I'm using this Creme facial cleanser, it doesn't sud up and it's just not, it kind of like goes on my skin when I'm using it. And it doesn't do it smoothly enough, so I haven't been using it as much as I used to. But this is definitely great. I never experienced any breakouts or anything like too crazy or intense that I've heard other people speak about. So I have definitely enjoyed it a lot. And even though I have already mentioned to you all of these different products that I'm using, which is all from the Todd collection, because I really have tried to, when it comes to my face, be a lot more conscious of what I'm using, because I don't want to, you know, mess around with the skin around my face, and my face is, as it is, really sensitive. So I've tried to stick to just organic products that I know are natural and that are good for your skin overall, but they're very expensive. And I typically just wait for a good sale to happen so that I could stock up on the actual items that I use on a regular basis. But a couple of months ago, I would say about 6 months ago, I ran out of my night cream, and shortly after that I ran out of my morning lotion, and I needed something right away, and I was not going to go onto the website and spend the full price on these items. So So I went into Target and I purchased this L'Oreal Day and Night Cream. It's not a date cream, it's a day and night cream. And it was so good. At the beginning I was like, what, wait, this is way too thick. It's probably gonna make my skin feel like really like, you know, goopy. Not at all. Like, I only needed a little bit. I put it on at nighttime, put it on in the morning. I used the same thing night and day, and it just works really well. And it really does, for me, I think it really did make me feel like the texture of my skin was really benefiting from this product, because it was overall a lot smoother and just very nice. So during the time that I was using this, I received a coupon code for Michael Todd products. I went ahead and repurchased all of the things that I typically do. But by the time I had received everything, I still was, you know, using this, and of course I used it through to the very end. As you can see, it's completely empty now. And I really did enjoy using it. I enjoyed using it a lot. And this is the only, I know they have a complete line of products that, you know, give that same type of claim, the youth code, texture perfector. They're all in these like pink packaging, which is actually really cute. And I really enjoyed it a lot. After I received those products, I was like, man, like I really would like to continue to use this thing. If I had not received all of the other stuff, if I had not purchased it already, I would totally go back to Target and repurchase this. So I just said, you know what, I'm going to continue using my Michael Todd stuff, and if after I'm done with all of it I decide I want to go back, I will just go to Target and pick it up, because it is actually less expensive, even though these are actually not that they're not that unreasonable, but they're not like regular, you know, face lotion. I think these are like, I don't know, close to $20, which is a little bit on the pricey side, but a thing like this I think is like close to $30. So the actual subscriber that requested this video, I know that she's in Australia and she is having you know, to go through winter right now, which I was telling her that I am dying for the summer to just stop already, and for us to get into fall and Christmas time. And I'm just really excited about just let's get it, let's keep it moving, let's get there. So I'm really excited about that, but I do know that winter time does come with its drawbacks, and one of them is dry skin. So I actually 100% recommend this cream for you. If you can find this in Australia, definitely give it a shot. It's the L'Oreal Paris Youth Code Texture Perfector, and I really don't think you will regret it. It is a thick paste, like I said, compared to all of the other products that I am used to using, and it sort of feels like you're priming your skin. It gives you that kind of like silicone-y feeling, which I don't know, it may be a good thing or a bad thing, or, you know, depending on what side of like the natural you're standing on. So if you want something that's completely, you know, 100% natural and organic, this might not be the way to go. But I think it definitely gives you results, and it's not that expensive, and it's extremely moisturizing. It worked for me. I have no doubt it'll work for you, but definitely give it a shot, and I can't wait to to hear if it actually worked out for you as well. So I think that wraps it all up. I think that these are definitely, you know, everything that I have been using on my skin, on my face, on this skin. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for requesting it again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!